My name is Brandon Ḳaayák'w. I'm a Dugout from the Ţokyu area, apprenticing under Wayne Price. Been working here now for first year now, so I joined middle way through the project, and it's pretty nice to understand a lot more of the things that I kind of just had to go through and see and just trust because I see the people who are out there and who are telling me what to do, and I trust their words, so I'll go to the line, and that worked then. But it's nice to get the full picture on what we're doing and how it actually works and the math and thoughts behind all of it. The transfer of knowledge to me is it's just how we used to do it. It's how our way of education worked back in the day. It's our way of bringing people to such a high level and upholding the standard that they carried and transferred from, generation to generation to generation without fail. And that transfer of knowledge really gives people a shortcut to do things that they wouldn't believe that they could ever do. And it lets a sense on your end that it's going to be all right. You know who you're with and you know that you trust them. And so it pushes you to do things that you'd never dream of. In my first year, I'm working on my second dugout canoe, and been working on masks and Benwood boxes, making carving knives, doing panels, painting, making my own 10-foot spruce dugout in my driveway, and some engraving and all that. And this is in my first year and a half. And so it's really amazing for me to see the things that happens when you go through the proper transfer of knowledge and have these people that are so loving and care so much about their culture and their knowledge that it comes down from them and from their mentors on to the next batch.
My name is Ḳaayák'w. My English name is Wayne G. Price. I'm the professor at UAS here in Juneau. I teach Northwest Coast Native Art. It's been coined the transfer of knowledge now, and it's a good line that was first introduced to me from mentors. But if you look at the old raven rattles, and there's the man on the back of the raven rattle, and there's a frog on his chest, or some critter, and their tongues look like one tongue. And that was told to me that was the transfer of knowledge, and that the unseen world being transferred to the apprentice. And we've adapted it today to apprenticeship with monuments, doing dugout canoes, carving totems, and the discipline that it takes to become a good carver, good artist, and be able to make a good dugout. So,
working with Wayne Price has been a dream. I got involved summer 24 picking up wood chips as an intern at Gold Belt Heritage. And I was involved helping out the AYS students there at the time. There was a program where they had high school students and got them involved in cultural activities and wanted to get them involved in impactful projects and good things in the community. And so as an intern, I was helping just chaperone them and help pick up chips. And it was pretty fun just going from a lot of them were confused why we were picking up these things off the ground and why it meant anything or how gifted we are to be going through this. By the end of it, we were listening to celebration videos, picking up chips, we're sorting chips, dust from the chips, and we'd bag them all up, and that was our days. And I had to go home and move back. That lasted about a month and a half. Moved up to Alaska, started staying with family, and came back to Juneau, got a job with Gold Belt Heritage, and kept on picking up chips. So did that for a while, and now properly working with Wayne Price, and it's just such a blessing to be in a space to be supported in the transfer of knowledge. They had food, they had support from the community because it was worth it for that community, for those people to gain the knowledge and for that to be kept on and passed on generation for generation.
It was in the early 80s down in Ketchikan. We were taking a model dugout class that was being taught by Steve Brown. It was the first time I saw what it took to make a dugout, and boy, the hook sank deep. I never really had a mentor teach me how to do a dugout. I just done it by doing it again and again and again and again until you get it right. And this UAS GHF program working together to provide the transfer knowledge, the mentorship, so that you don't have to go through all the trials I had to go through to be a successful boat builder. And as you know, it's not easy. It's not easy to build a dugout correctly. And you got to imagine 30 to 60 dugouts on every beach, all up and down the coast. And all those standards were all the same. You know, what we're doing is bringing yesterday into today for tomorrow. And boy, how cool is that?
As far as my references go, my two of my uncles that are bigger than life themselves, they seem like Wayne G. Price and Nathan Jackson. Nathan is my clan uncle and family related uncle, and I take a lot from his style. I've been looking at it and admiring it for years, and as well as Wayne's. I've been admiring it for way longer than I knew on pieces that I didn't fully know that. In high school, I still loved the design. I did a full like block print for that and gave it to my parents. Didn't know it was Wayne's. And, you know, after asking around, asking Nathan, asking people, you know, I finally got connected with who did it. And it turns out it was this amazing uncle that, you know, is just so willing to teach more and more. And it's been such a adrenaline rush, really, just being able to learn from him. There's a lot of really good classes at Sea Alaska Heritage, Gold Belt Heritage. My first class that I ever did in carving was a feast bowl with Abel Ryan. And then it was Raven Hat with Ray Watkins right after that. And this was all while I was like picking up chips, kind of just admiring it from a distance. I might have begun to ads around then. It was like a really good learning thing where it wasn't just one item. I had two things that kind of balance themselves. I had a big item and a relatively sizable thing, so you could grow at two different rates in two different areas. You know, on adzing on a dugout, you get a lot of space to really figure it out. And when you're doing it every day for hours a day, there's only so long that you can't be great at it. It just has to happen eventually. I've learned that we were really smart back in the day. I've learned that this work isn't easy. It's not like we were really gifted, smart, knowledgeable people. When you see the old stuff that we're replicating right now, it was insanely advanced. And seeing the work that we're doing here, it really just brings you into the amazement and gives you the work ethic, shows you what you need to do to make a project like this thing happen. And then when you think that that's everything that you need to do it, right? You need the whole crew and you need all this. Wayne will let you know that he's done all of it by himself before, and that you can too, and that it's very achievable to do this. But because of someone like him, we don't have to. He gives us a crew, he gives us a family, he gives us a whole group of people that would bat for you that you don't even know. There's so many people that like I get to hear cool, funny stories and that I like solely 100% trust because Wayne says that they're good. So you know that they're quality folk, and you know that you could reach out to them if you started on your dugout and you're in their area or whatnot, or need some help with it, that you could reach out to another one of those groups that Wayne created. And so there's a lot of fighting that you have to do for yourself to really hone in this ability and to make sure that you're giving it everything that you need to do to be able to push on into the next level and to go bigger and to get a little bit sharper and to keep on refining your skill to grow into the what we all want to be able to make, like how we want to be able to uphold ourselves and how we want to be able to show off like our father's people, our people, and all of that. And it takes a lot of refining to be able to do a thing like that and to feel like you are representing them with the reverence that you have. And it's a lot of weight to put on the shoulders of a young fella to find how to show that reverence that you, your family, you know, your in-laws that have for each other. We're at UAS. Feel free to come and visit us. We'll be carving, we'll be working, we'll be moving logs and flipping them and rolling them, and come back every day, maybe after lunch, and it might all be done the next day. So